The electricity regulator of South Africa, NERSA, has issued a 20-year generation license to Karpowership in September 2021. Any changes to the 20-year power purchase agreement will require the company to submit another application to NERSA for approval. Karpower has already spent millions of rand on project preparations based on the current 20-year project in South Africa. In terms of the contract, the company will offer 3 floating power ships to generate 1,200 megawatts of electricity on the coast at 3 different ports.
The costs that needs to be spent in those sites are very basic. We need to build a transmission line to reach those substations. We need to build this very short gas pipeline and do some marine works. That is the extent of cost that needs to be spent.
Here in the Brazil coastal area of Rio de Janeiro, Karpowership has been running 2 floating ships with a total capacity of 560 kilowatts for over a year. It's a massive and expensive project. South Africa will need double this capacity to produce 1,200 megawatts. It can cost between R2.50 and R3 to generate power using liquefied natural gas. This is compared to the cost of around R1 for renewable energy. Karpowership says the project is not a panacea to the country's energy crisis, but should rather be viewed as a measure to stabilize the grid during emergencies. The company says its natural gas is much cheaper and cleaner compared to diesel.
Currently, Eskom is spending 30 billion rands a year for diesel. Our project would cost half to 1/3 of that cost depending on the gas price. So I think our projects will improve environmental baseline and create savings for the Eskom.
Electricity Minister Hossein Tsoramokgopa has repeated his stance that the 20-year powership agreement must be cut to a maximum of 5 years. This means that the company will have to recover its investment cost over a shorter period. This could push up the cost. Karpowership says no formal engagement have taken place over the issue of the duration of the contract.
This is a government process, open tender, which term was selected 20 years for all the projects, including ourselves. And we also heard from the media that there are discussions or there are ideas to reduce the term. From a business model perspective, we are happy to accommodate whatever the need of South Africa's government. We haven't started the formal engagements yet, but we are happy to do that, and we are ready to discuss potential shorter terms of the project.
The company has confirmed that the composition of its local funders may change. This after some local banks indicated that they no longer want to be associated with the project.
There are already funders that are named during the bid. There might be some changes to those lenders. We are in constant communication with all the South African lenders. Some of the South African lenders have already lended money to Karpowership. I believe once we are more close to the financial close, we will be engaging with those lenders.
In the meantime, the company is in the process to conclude its environmental impact assessment studies, obtain all regulatory requirements before the project could commence. Tshepo Mongwai, SABC News, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.